Hey everybody, Black Metal Werewolf here, coming at you with a new video. In the past, when I was first starting my YouTube thing, I did a video, top 5 things about being a metalhead. Now I'm going to be doing a bit of the opposite and doing a top 5 worst things about being a metalhead. Don't get me wrong, I love being a metalhead, I love the community, the culture I guess you can call it. I love everything about it, but however there are a few downsides to it that kinda suck. And I thought I'd make a little funny video about it, talking about things that I don't like about it. So number 1, long hair. Now, I know you're thinking, because in my video I talk about how great long hair is. You can bundle it up, keeps you warm in the winter, looks good, all that stuff. But there is one big downside to having long hair, and that is eating saucy foods with long hair and a goatee. I like eating spaghetti, like eating lasagna, like eating ribs, like anything smothered in gravy. Though no, it tastes great. But when my hair is dipping in my food, anytime I take a bite, I have spaghetti sauce and gravy going down and getting caught into my goatee. It's a real pain in the ass, because then I have to go to the bathroom afterwards, clean it all out, comb it out. It becomes a whole production. Totally not worth the time. It looks good. Well, the hair looks good. Having the tips of your hair covered in gravy, not so much. I suppose I could tie like my hair back, but I hate tying my hair back. I only do it when I have to go to work, and even then I hate doing it. So, whatever. The second thing that sucks about being a metalhead is when you're talking to someone who doesn't know about metal, and then you end up having to explain the different subgenres to them. You know what I'm talking about if you've ever spoken to someone who doesn't listen to heavy metal. You tell them you listen to heavy metal, it's like, oh, so what do you like, that screaming music? Well, it depends what kind of screaming music are you talking about, because, well, I like death metal, and that's screaming. I like black metal. But black metal and death metal are different, and then you have to go into this whole conversation, the difference between black metal and death metal and thrash metal, and how power metal doesn't have screaming in it, and not a lot of the old bands like Judas Priest and Iron Maiden, they don't have screaming in it, but they're not listening to you because they already have this preconceived notion in their head of what heavy metal's like, so no matter what you say or do, you're just wasting your breath having this huge conversation with someone, because they're not even fucking listening, because they don't give a shit. So you're just sitting there wasting your breath, telling them all these useless facts that they don't care about. You feel like you're getting through to them, but deep down, you know you're not. So that's another thing that sucks about it. Number 3, that day after concert feeling. Once again, concerts are awesome. They're always great experiences. However, the day after, when you wake up, it fucking sucks. You can't hear worth shit. You can't speak worth shit. If you go into a good concert, you can't feel, you can't move your neck independent of your body because you fucking headbanged or moshed too hard. Next thing you're walking around like this, because you can't turn your neck. It'd be way too much fucking pain. Also, like that, whenever I go to a concert, whenever I get home, I usually just fucking crash. Hit the bed out like a light. So the next morning when I wake up, I'm covered in my sweat, someone else's sweat, my blood, and probably somebody else's blood too. And God, I hope not, but possibly someone else's other bodily fluids too. So you wake up, you're fucking groggy, you can't hear, and when you can't hear and you speak really loud to overcompensate, but you can't do that because you screamed yourself hoarse, and your body is aching and you just need a fucking shower, but you can't really have a good shower because your body's aching, you're trying to wash your hair, oh, my fucking hair, my neck. So that's another thing that really sucks about it. Another thing, number 4, that is the cost and the ability to find heavy metal merch and CDs in certain countries. Here in Canada, the dollar is going right down the fucking toilet. Everything is going up in price, including heavy metal CDs, especially imports from other countries. Yeah, I can go in there and get like a Metallica CD for like $8, but if you already have them all and you want to venture into something else, most likely something from Europe or possibly South America, the CDs are like $30. It's like the CD, like even if it's an old CD, like I found an old Amon Amarth CD, what was it, with Odin by our side. It was like $35. Like, there's no justifiable reason for this to be $35. It should be like a 2 for $20 or something. Like, give me a deal on this. So every time I go to the store, like, I always have to go for the deals because getting something that isn't on deal is a complete and total fucking waste of money. It's cost so much. That's one thing that, like, once again, it's always worth it when you do spend the money, but it's always a pain in the ass for your wallet because, like, oh, I just spent $40 on one CD. I know in other parts of the world it isn't like that, but in some parts of the world it really is, especially Canada right now, so that really sucks. And so number 5, the big one, the one that really sucks for everybody and everyone knows this feeling, is that a band that you love, they're no longer together, they no longer tour, someone's dead, you can't see them live anymore. For example, I love Sabotage. They're one of my favorite fucking bands. I didn't get into them till like 4 years ago, and never toured. I went online to see if they don't make music anymore. They're not together. They actually went to Walk-In last time, 2015, or yeah, I think it was 2015. They were at Walk-In open air. Of course, I didn't get tickets because from Canada to Germany isn't cheap, and the tickets aren't cheap. And that's probably one of my only times I'll probably ever get to see Sabotage, and I completely missed it. Dio is dead. I'm never going to get to see Dio live. That fucking sucks. Black Sabbath, they're talking about this is their last tour. They've said that before, but maybe they actually mean it this time. So who knows? It really sucks because like these are people that you idolize and that you want to listen to when you want to see live, because metal bands always put on the best shows live, and a lot of times you just can't see anymore because they're dead, they're not together anymore, they don't make music. Fucking sucks, doesn't it? So what do you guys think? Is there anything else that sucks about being a metalhead? Comment in the section, let me know. Do you agree with my points? Do you disagree with them? I want to hear it. As with all my videos, I will be doing a recommendation or a warning. I picked up Roots of Iron Maiden, the All-Star Tribute album, a journey through the inner world of Iron Maiden. You can clearly tell it's some sort of bootleg because it doesn't have Eddie on the front of it. It has some weird skeleton-looking thing. It's a 2-CD set. It is really good. It has a bunch of different... I think they're all European based on the way their accents are when they sing. They have like a lot of really good ones. They also have like the song Flight of Icarus in Spanish. That's pretty cool. So I get, who knows. There are some on here that are really, really good. Like the cover for The Evil That Men Do is awesome. Wasted Years, Aces High, Be Quick or Be Dead. They have a cover of Hallowed Be Thy Name on here, which is awesome. Where Eagles Dare. But there's also some that feel really weird. Mainly the cover of the song The Wicker Man. It's guttural vocals. I didn't particularly like that because I never felt that Iron Maiden needed to do guttural vocals to get their point across. So I always just think it's weird when I hear someone do a cover of it and they use guttural vocals. So that's the only song I didn't particularly like on this album. But if you like Iron Maiden, definitely pick this up. I got it at Walmart for like $8, so hopefully you'll be able to find it for an even better price. But another problem with it is it doesn't say the name of the artists on the back, just as the names. I tried to look it up online to see but there's no information on this ever. I could not find a single shred of information, so that kind of blows. But that's my recommendation. Definitely check this out. If you can get your hands on it, do it. I know I assume it's going to be pretty hard to find. Once again, like I can't find it anywhere online, but it's on a Walmart. So maybe check Walmart's website. Yeah. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Comment in the comment section. Let me know. Follow me on Instagram. I'll be throwing that in the description section as I always do. This is Black Metal Werewolf. Thanks for watching, and stay brutal, guys.